Here we go. Okay, we are live on all platforms. Hello. Okay, so we are starting off slow, team. We are definitely starting off slow. The past few days have been minimal viewership. So you gotta do better. You gotta do better. I gotta do better. Let me know what I can do better. Alright. With that being said, I got a tuna sandwich on some Genesis toast and some sweet potato chunks I cooked up. Actually, these are leftovers from a whole debacle the other day. But the sandwich is a current favorite for a few reasons. You know, with the Genesis / Ezekiel bread, I think people know, but it just kicks ass. It just kicks ass. As far as the macros, you get 5 grams of protein per piece of toast. You get, 3 grams of fiber and 2 grams of like healthy fat. So like the unpolysaturated or mono unsaturated fat. So like stuff that you get from vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. So it kicks. It's great. Solid choice. And then the tuna's good solid. I think tuna has a little bit of the omega 3s, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's a fat, it's a fish fat, right? But it's 33 grams of protein. I'm mainly leaning on that one for the protein. And then the Ezekiel bread has a fair amount of carbs in it. But it's like healthy carb. You know, it's like the most healthy carb you can get. So all that put together, it's like 45 grams of protein. 6 grams of fiber, 7 grams of fiber, because I put like a tomato and some stuff on it. And I think the total calorie count is like 300 or something like that. So it's just smacking. Alright. With all that being said, let's open up yesterday's session. This is a hard one. These are kind of all a little bit tough because, as I said, they're older, you know? And it's like trying to take something that's old and make it new, which I do love doing. I'm enjoying this process. But I think there's still that resonance of maybe an outdated sound that I'm trying to adjust and make better. So, anywho, that's where it's at. Let me turn these headphones on. I'm currently using the, dang, I forgot to change the bitrate again. What's up, friends on Twitch, YouTube, Kick? Share the link with a friend, a family member. We're cooking up tracks, we're cooking up fashion, we're cooking up furniture. We're making cool things. This is the beginning of a new development in my adventure. The more mature development in my adventure. Hopefully a development that pushes me forward quite a bit. Oh. Alright, let me see. Are these headphones even on yet? Oh, there they go. There they're on. Alright. Can I hear things now? Can I hear things? Alright, hopefully this still sounds good. Sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, getting out no repair. Oh, days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's so my first impressions after not touching or like not listening to it since yesterday. I like the direction that I'm going with the fucking vitalization of this whole thing. I definitely the transitions, this area, like I like the build. Like each section feels like it's missing something. So like right here, I felt like there needed to be a little bit more like percussion build up. Right here, I felt like the drop out didn't have enough drop out. I felt like maybe I should put back in. There was like a verse bass at one time, and I think I deleted it. Oopsies. Fuck. That sucks. I probably should have kept that. Damn it, Isaac. I do things like that sometimes. Damn. Alright, so I think the verse might need like a bass in it, and then the bass needs to drop out right here. But like the... So let's try. So it feels like more falls away, because like going from like this... We can live so let's try. Not enough drops out. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like enough changes. I want it to feel... So there needs to be probably like some more riser effect-y type vibe. Maybe a little bit of like added like organic kind of like percussion. Like some like little like... Or like a... Whatever. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a little... Not like a snare roll. Like... Like but like just kind of like a soft like brushy type snare vibe. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Something needs to happen right there. This section needs to feel like... It needs to feel more buildy too. It needs to feel like it pulls up. There probably needs to be a little bit of like a... I need to have this like bass over here. I probably need to put that over here and reverse that and give it a little... Or give it some... Yeah, that. Okay, perfect. But let's reverse that automation. Let's do that. Maybe like... Yeah, it definitely needs to have like a little bit of like a bass build into that, like a little bit of low end. There probably needs to be some more like... There definitely needs to be like a... Like right here. Like... So let's try. You know, it's fucking electronic music. That's what we need. We need it to happen. So I'll do something like that. And then this section, I love this section. It's very... Alright, so I wish I could just mute the main send so I could like make everything quiet. I can do that, but once it's out, never mind. So that section, I love this section. It's so much like energy, but once it hits the halfway point, it stops feeling like anything's happening. So definitely like a lot of just like build aspects, like different percussion things, different effects, just to make it feel like it's flowing. And then in the drop itself, it definitely needs to do... I'm not exactly sure what needs to happen in the drop. My first like initial thought was the synths need to be... I need to hear more synth, but it needs to be like more gated. So it needs to be like very intentional where it hits. Instead of kind of like flowy, it needs to be like vroom, 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 but like louder. And then maybe... I'm not exactly sure. We'll figure it out. This needs to not be there. There's nothing happening right there. Also, like the ARP that plays through it, it's the same ARP as like right here. Right here. It's like... Right, so if we fast forward all the way over to there... the automation opens back up again. Right there, the volume opens back up. Which that could also be a build... That could be a build aspect. For sure. Yeah, and then... like also just it kind of feels as if it kind of feels like once it hits that drop, the drums and stuff need to swing a little bit more. Like everything kind of needs to feel like more it's in the same pocket because I've like kind of chopped up different areas so things aren't in the same pocket. Also, these drums were made at a point in time when like I didn't have as much swag, so they don't have as much swag. Yeah, you look how very on the grid for this type of music. Not gonna work. So we need to change that shit up too. All right, so that's pretty much the deal on that. I want to eat my tuna sandwich though, so we are gonna watch a video while I eat my tuna sandwich because I'm hungry, and then we're gonna change those things that I just mentioned. Very good, huh? All right, well, I don't know who's watching right now, but thank you for being here. Make sure to drop a like. Would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. Wow, what an offer. All right. Yeah, I tried that. That wasn't a vibe. So
automatically creates short clips, and we'll come back to this one as well.
No, we're not gonna watch that. Let's watch. Let's watch this. I do want to understand. Well, wait, hold up. I think that one that I had it on was that one. What was the one I just had it on?
An AI creator for making avatars. We are not focusing on that today,
this is
so
a
we'll
good
skip
video to
past
watch.
them. And then there is the AI editing tool. Here you can upload videos and the AI will edit them for you. We'll come back to that later. The next feature is AI Shorts, and this one is pretty cool. Here you upload a video or drop in a link, and it automatically creates short clips, and we'll come back to this one as well. Overall, Captions has a very simple and easy to navigate tool. It is pretty limited though, but for ease of use specifically, I'll give it 5 out of 5 just because of how intuitive it is. When you first log on the left side, you have your templates, your brand kits, and your asset libraries. Then in the middle, you've got this workflow with different AI apps. Now the AI auto editor is also pretty straightforward. You just give it some quick information about the video you want it to auto edit, and then it takes that information and automatically edits your video. When it comes down to the AI clips, this one is a little bit different. This one actually lets you customize a bit more of the short form clips themselves. That's also something we'll be taking a closer look at later. So yeah, Veed is definitely a more complicated tool than Captions because it just has more things inside of it. But when it comes down to editing and clipping, it's still a pretty straightforward tool to use. So for Veed, I give this one a 4 out of 5 because while it's not as smooth as some other tools in today's lineup, it's still very usable and has a lot more depth than Captions. Then there's Submagic. It's built mainly for clipping and repurposing content. So when you log in, here you'll see that you can generate captions, create multiple short clips, or use magic clips that allows you to automatically pull shorts from longer videos. It also lets you generate B-roll, fix eye contact, clean audio, and even translate captions, which are the main editing tools here. And that's it for Submagic's interface. Pretty easy to figure out, and so that's why it gets a full score of 5 out of 5. And for our final tool, we've got Opus Clip. Right when you log in, you're met with this nice minimalistic window. You've got shortcuts you can click on right away. AI captions, video editing, speech enhancement, reframing, B-roll, and AI hook, which is a pretty cool feature that we'll be looking at later. And then, in the middle, you can drop in a link for your video. What's great here is that Opus Clip actually supports a lot of different links: YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and even Zoom. On the left side, you've got your brand templates, just like the other tools, and your asset library, where all your fonts and images and videos live. But here's where Opus really stands out. You've got analytics, so you can actually connect your accounts and see how your clips are performing. That means you're not just making content blindly, you can check what's working and adjust. And then you've got the calendar. You can just upload a clip you made with Opus, pick a date, and it'll automatically post it for you. That's a big time saver, especially if you're posting across multiple platforms. So yeah, it's incredibly easy to understand, and it's got some standout features that really put it on top. For Opus Clip, I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5 for ease of use, just because it has a lot more features which can make it a bit harder to figure out, but will definitely make it much more powerful when you know how to use them. Looking back at our report card, we can see that both Submagic and Captions are the winners for this category, just because they are a bit simpler and therefore easier to navigate, which can be a plus when you're first learning them, but can easily...
So far, I feel like after looking at the different platforms myself and who uses, well, okay. Opus says that certain people use it. But with those features, I can see those people using it because being able to schedule the posts, that's pretty kick-ass. And then watching the analytics all at one place, that's kick-ass. So for those two reasons, I think Opus so far is the best one For sure. So let's see what he says.
Turn into a problem if you do want to do something a little bit more advanced. Now let's move to the actual editing capabilities each tool has, starting with captions. To access the editing feature, I'll head over to the AI Edit tool. Here, I'll be able to upload a video. Now mind you, this only accepts vertical style videos, so if you have a horizontal one, you'll need to use one of the other tools in today's lineup. But once you've done that, you have the ability to choose between various different templates. I'll just go with this one right here, select a custom color, I'll go with green, and then I'll create the project. Once it's done generating, to access the other editing capabilities, you need to click on this button right here. And as you can see, it drops you into the editor. Now for the AI side of things, you only have the possibility to either generate sounds, music, or images by prompting, as you can see right here. You can also add a voiceover with AI. Now on the left side under the automatic tools, you can remove the noise from the audio and correct the eye contact. But besides that, the only kind of editing you can really do is to cut or change out the captions. So instead of thinking of this like a tool that edits your videos with AI, you should rather think of it as a tool that templatizes your videos and then lets you tailor them according to what you like. So I'll just export my video and let's take a look at how it was edited. Every week, there's a new AI tool making headlines, and right now, there are more AI video generators than ever, but most of them don't work as well as you'd expect. Some generate great videos, but only if you stay within their style limits. If you try to get more creative, like detailed anime or wild fantasy worlds, they often mess up, and most of the time, they're too expensive or just confusing to use. And I do really have to say, it doesn't come out looking bad at all. Even though you don't really have a lot of editing access, I'd still say this is all around an okay result for what it is. So just because of how limited the editing aspect of captions is, I'd have to go with a 2 stars out of 5 for this one. With that being said, let's check out our next tool. Now Veed offers...
Don't like that. I do not like the limited. No. Because then if you need to do more complicated things, then you can't. And then you're like already inside their ecosystem and it costs a bunch of money to buy the tokens to pay for it. Not a vibe. Not into that. So
gives you a lot more capabilities with editing. Here, you access editing by clicking on the edit icon and creating a new project. Here you'll be able to upload your files for the video. Veed accepts both vertical and horizontal style videos, and from now on, you can basically edit it however you like. To access the AI editing tools, you want to click on Magic Tools right here, where you can clean up the audio, remove filler words, remove silences, and add magic B-rolls. This lets you automatically add images related to your spoken topics, creating some nice visual assets for your video. You can also touch up face appearance if needed, use the eye contact feature, remove the background, add a green screen, or magic cut it, which automatically removes your ums, ahs, and bad takes. Okay, now let's edit. First, I'll add some magic B-roll. So I'll just click on magic B-roll in the magic tools section, and as you can see, it adds super tailored images to your video. I'll also clean up the audio and make sure my eye contact is on the camera. Then I'll head over to the subtitle settings and turn on my auto subtitles. And as you can see, our video is already starting to look great. I'm pretty happy with it as it is right now, so I'll just export it and let's take a look at the final result. After watching this video, you'll probably never edit a photo manually again. Because after spending days looking for the right AI editing tool, I finally found one that removes the entire manual editing process completely. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to edit your photos using nothing but a couple of sentences, and how to instantly turn them into anything you want, from Pixar-style posters to clean professional edits without knowing a single thing about photo editing. So for this video, we're going to be using a tool called Photo, and it definitely came out looking quite decent. All in all, I'd say Veed is a...
Only thing I don't like about that video per se is the I don't like the font that it put on there, but I mean he has control of the font, so he just has bad taste on the font, I guess. Although that font does, I mean, it just kind of looks like that generic kind of like TikTok-y CapCut thing, which I guess works.
A very solid way to edit your videos. So for this result, I definitely rate it a 4 out of 5, simply because even though the tools that are already included are pretty good, there's definitely room for more and better features, which some of the other tools we'll look at today will cover better. Next up is Submagic, and this one also allows you to import horizontal style videos. So I'll just click on create a new project, and as you can see, it adds my video right here. On the left side, we have the transcription that the tool automatically generates. Here, you can already access some of the AI features. You can remove silences and remove bad takes if you have any. I don't have any in this one, so for me, I'll just leave it as it is. Then, if you switch over to brand, you can add images and text, but text is already included in the caption settings, so let's head over there. Here, you can choose the style of your caption. I'm gonna go with Hormozy, and I'm pretty happy with the default settings, so I won't change the positioning or colors at the bottom, but you can if you want to. Next up is B-roll, and this is...
That's crazy. They have it named Hormozy and Kendrick. Like they're like, this is what they use. No more Helvicta. It's Hormozy, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or Caprese or whatever.
Probably the coolest feature among all the AI features Submagic offers. Here, you can add magic B-rolls and magic zooms. Now, magic B-rolls are just normal secondary B-roll, both images or videos, while magic zooms are those dynamic zoom-in effects. So I'll add both of them, wait for everything to reload, and then I'll fine-tune it with some final AI settings by clicking the AI button right here. I'll again correct the eye contact, clean up the audio, and that's pretty much it. So I'll just export my video, and let's take a look at this one as well. After watching this video, you'll probably never edit a photo manually again, because after spending days looking for the right AI editing tool, I finally found one that removes the entire manual editing process completely. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to edit your photos using nothing but a couple of sentences, and how to instantly turn them into anything you want, from Pixar-style posters to clean professional edits without knowing a single thing about photo editing. So for this video, we're going to be using a tool called Fotor. And man, it really cleaned it up. The video came out looking much better than the original.
Make sure to drop a little hello. Alright. I think I like this one a little bit more than the last one. Although the audio sounded funnier in my headphones, but I don't know if that's just because of the live stream or because his audio is worse on this video.
One I started with. It has all the most important things you need, with no weird silences, some nice visual effects in the video, and of course the subtitles. All in all, I'd say this one is pretty good. The only thing I'd say I'm having an issue with is that the interface feels a bit weirdly formatted. It's just not as intuitive in the editing workflow compared to V. So for this one, I'll give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. And with that being said, let's move over to Opus Clip. To edit your videos inside Opus Clip, you'll want to click on the scissors button right here. You'll be prompted to either upload your video via a link or just upload it directly from your computer. I already have mine downloaded, so I'll just upload it as a normal video. As you can see, it opens up this workflow right here. On the left side, you have your transcribed text, which you can change up however you want. Then you can turn on or off the tracker, which is a really cool feature that tracks your face and makes sure that even if you move outside the frame in a horizontal video, it still keeps you centered on screen. Now for the AI settings, under the AI enhancement section, you've got a lot of options to choose from. You can remove filler words, remove pauses, and even add censoring if you're someone who swears a lot. Then there's speech enhancement, which improves the vocal clarity.
That's good for me. That is good for me. I do like that. A little censor. I think Opus is gonna win. I think Opus is gonna win every single one. That's my prediction. Because already, it's winning the first two by far.
It just makes your overall sound richer and
Julian,
more professional.
what's
Now
poppin',
we've
big
got
dog?
two settings.
Hey, you asked me yesterday if I was working on the AI stuff, and I kind of am. We're watching a little video on AI video editors. That's gonna be my first deep. My first full thing into AI.
That are probably the coolest ones here. These are auto-generate stock B-roll and auto-generate AI B-roll. The difference between them is that the first one gives you AI-generated B-roll, while the second one uses clips from their stock library. For this test, I'm going to go with the AI B-roll, since it's going to give us a more accurate and personalized result. Then you can also auto-generate AI hooks, which adds a natural voiceover in whatever language you prefer at the beginning of your video. That's a super useful feature if your clip doesn't already have a catchy hook. This way, you can easily add one. You can also add auto emojis, which add a little
That's wild. Auto-generate AI hook, so that does mean if I'm not good at doing it, then it is like, hey, we can make it better. And it'll just say what it needs to say at the beginning of the video to hook people in. That's sick. That's definitely, I like that. That makes life easier. This is going to just get better and better too. That's wild.
Visual appeal. And then there are auto transitions and speaker colors. Speaker colors basically highlight whoever's talking if you have multiple people in the video. I don't have that here, so I'll just move on to the next setting, captions. Here you can choose between a bunch of...
I guess that'd be like good if you're doing like a podcast and you're editing the podcast, right? because then it gives the it kind of lets the emphasis, it like will automatically emphasize whoever's speaking on the podcast. Although most podcasts don't have everybody in the frame at the same time. They kind of have, one person focused in, and then like it'll go back out to a group. Everyone's seen a podcast. Anyways,
different caption styles. I'm going to go with this style right here, and as you can see, it automatically adds all the captions to the video. You can select different fonts, add effects, or even change the position of the captions, but I'm going to leave everything as it is. Then, if you have any transitions in your video, you can very easily swap them out or add your own. If you don't like the ones AI picks, you can choose from things like crossfade, cross zoom, or zoom in. I'm going to select the fade in one right here, and you can preview it instantly, which is super handy. Finally, you can add music. Once you're done, you just click export. Here, you can actually export it as an XML file if you want to continue editing it in a professional editor. But I'll just export mine as a normal HD video. And let's take...
Alright, so it has several features like you're saying with the hook. We got the hook automator. It has everything that the other ones have. Plus, you can export it in the XML. I didn't hear him mention that on any of the other ones. The way to edit the text on here looks a lot more intuitive versus the other ones. Everything looks, just in general, more intuitive how they structure it. Like, it just seems like really easy to, like, you can just do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not much, where's this, where's that? It's just like, everything's clearly in the place it's meant to be. I think that's everything that I'm like seeing as far that pops out to me on this one. Oh, and the AI generated B-roll. I think one of the other ones had that. I think one of the other ones had that more because I don't know if it didn't really say, it just said like AI B-roll, so I don't know if it was adding B-roll out of your library of B-roll stuff or hit there like the programs library, or if it was actually auto-generating it. This editor is Opus.
Take a look at the result. There are 3 things you want to know about prompting in photo.
Their audio sounds way better too. Like this audio versus 2 audios ago. The 2 audios ago was not good. It sounded bad for sure. And it even had the audio cleanup on it. This one, listen to this one.
First, you have to be specific with your edits. That means telling the AI exactly what you want changed. So instead of just writing
crispy,
write something like, change the facial expression to a soft, closed smile with no teeth. This came out looking really, really good. I love how the subtitles turned out. It looks like a professionally edited video you'd see on YouTube. The AI B-roll fits in really well too. I think Opus Clips AI did a great job finding the right clips, and those transitions really elevate the overall look of the video, making it look super clean. Combining how easy Opus Clip is to use with just how many cool and useful AI features it offers, like transitions, B-roll, speech enhancement, I'd have to give it a 4.5 stars out of 5.
4.5!
Now let's take a look at our report card so far. You can see that Opus Clip just takes the victory over Veed with 0.5 star more, mainly for its more advanced editing features. But now let's move over to the next category, one that's...
Yeah, but that 0.5 star over Veed is making a big... I think Veed was the one that had messy audio, so their audio sucks. Or he just uploaded it funny. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the Veed had bad sounding audio. So, and that last one sounded very clean. It sounded like really, really nice in comparison to everything else. So, I don't know. You might want to make that a 3.5 or a 3. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe make that a 3 and that 3.5. Whatever. All right, here we go.
Mainly for its more advanced editing features. But now let's move over to the next category.
Repurposing
one that's
content.
Really important, especially today with how popular short form content.
That is everything. That's why I'm here right now.
And repurposing content has become. Before we jump in, I quickly want to mention that every tool allows you to edit the short form clips that you generate, and it works the same as the way we edited right now. So we will only be taking a look at the base results each tool gives us. Starting off with captions. Now, in captions, you have the option to repurpose your long form video into short form by clicking on AI Shorts. You can either upload your video or paste in a link directly from YouTube. Captions only supports YouTube, so if you've got anything other than that, you'd have to either use something else or download the video first. Once you upload your video, you can select your original language, which for me is English, and then you can pick your template with the colors. You'll see different options here. I'm just going to go with the million option since I think it fits my brand the best. You can also select the maximum length. I'm going for 30 seconds here since I want something super short form. Then it starts generating. And now that our video is done generating, let's take a look. Real quick before that, I just want you to note that captions takes quite a bit of time to generate these videos. Definitely something worth keeping in mind. So captions generated 5 different clips, all about 30 seconds each. Let's check them out. At this point, one thing should be clear. There isn't a single AI video tool that outshines the others. They all are great at what they do, but the biggest problem we still haven't solved is the large amount of AI. Something that looks like a real person that is moving naturally without needing motion capture or a studio setup. That's where Kling comes in. If you're building talking head content, persona-led video, if you want to take that realism to a full cinematic level where the lighting, camera movement, and scene composition feel like a movie, this is where Google VO really shows its strength, but this comes at a cost. The first thing I'm noticing is that the font is pretty decent. It's not bad, but besides the first clip, I don't really see a lot of strong hooks that the AI filtered out. And I also don't see a way to easily sort between these videos, which, as we'll see later, other tools in today's lineup are actually really good at. Now, you do have the option to quickly edit them by clicking on this button right here, but the editor is something we'll look at more in depth later on. So with that, I'm going to give captions a 3 out of 5 for the videos. They came out looking okay, not
so
amazing,
good,
but usable enough that I could probably pick a couple and move on. To create a clip with Veed, you'd want to click on AI clips. Right here, you can paste in your video. So I'm going to drop in a video I have ready. The next thing you want to do is select a goal of the video. For us, it's going to be viral short. Then you've got the size in the original language, which for me is already correct, so I'll leave it. Then you can select the maximum length of the clip. I'm going to go for 15 seconds this time. Finally, you can pick between various fonts. A lot of them aren't really that good or practical to actually use. Some I just don't see any point in, but still, it's a pretty nice selection overall. Then you click continue and Veed starts generating your clips, and in just a couple of seconds, they're done. Now Veed also gives you this little section where it rates your clips for flow, hook, interest, and engagement, and it lists them accordingly, which is exactly what I mentioned was missing from captions. So let's take a look at some of the clips.
That is so much better than I expected, especially for just 15 euros. As you can see, this video is getting recommended on this video right here. As you can see, it's in the next up section on this video right here. But let me tell you, one video is actually doing very well right now, organically. Starting off with the cheapest promotion, this one is actually performing really well. It's the most horrible graph I've seen in my life, and I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. I have many successful channels.
That'd be my graph. That is my graph. He's looking at my graph right now.
This doesn't happen. As you can see, the audience retention is basically just 0.
And all in all, I'd say the selection is okay. I wouldn't say I agree with how they rated them though. Honestly, I wouldn't give some of these clips as high a score as they did. So to close up Veed, I'm also going to give it a 3 out of 5. The only real difference from captions is that extra rating section, which in my opinion isn't super accurate. It makes you feel like some clips are really strong, but I just don't.
Yeah, man, I same. It's nice that it has the it gives you options, you know. You can make. I did this the other day with the wait, where is it at? With the I have to minimize this. Hey, Bray. All right, yeah, with this, and I did these clips. But the issue is like you can't edit the text. You can like move where the text is at. You can shrink the text. You can edit the text font, maybe? I don't even know if you can do that. Can you do that? Yeah, you can edit the text font, but if you try to edit the timeline and like add, oh no, see, this is add your title. This isn't even add. Yeah, so it just does not function. Like you can't just like type in, like it added a whole new thing. So it's over top of the current font, which is right there. So that's, you pretty much just got to delete all the font. You have to delete all the auto captions, export it out of here, import it back into like Premiere or something, then auto caption it, then export it again. So it's just like, and you have to have the actual file on here. You can't just put a link in it. Like all these other ones, is just you drop your YouTube, Kick, Twitch, whatever link you got, you put it in there, and then it does the work. Whereas here, or you can download the videos if you're doing like, you know, I got my camera, so like I'm going to do like some music video stuff, I get a bunch of cool clips, boom, you can upload the video too, but it doesn't like force you to actually have the video, because that's a pain, especially for the clipping, man. Because like I gotta download a 4-hour live stream, which is like 2 gigabytes of data, like 1.5 gigabytes, and then it takes 10 minutes per video. It's not ridiculously time consuming, but over the long period, like you have so many things. I have so many things I'm trying to do with this. As like that does not need to take up that much time. All right. Anyways, back to the video.
Don't buy it enough to bump it higher. And now, let's move over to Submagic. To generate your clips in Submagic, you click on Get Magic Clips, and then you can insert your video or paste in a link. I'm going to paste in a link from one of my videos. Then, as you can see, we're prompted to select the language, the clip duration, and the caption theme. You've got a bunch of different ones here. I'm going with the first Hormozi style option. After that, you click Generate, and Submagic gives you a bunch of different clips. Let's take a look at some of them. I've tested every major tool that's come out recently, and I've seen where they shine and where they completely fall apart. So in this video, I'm going to show you the AI video tools that actually deliver. I get that for a beginner, this can be challenging. So I've come up with a simple solution to help you out. To create a very in-depth prompt, I had to ChatGPT and paste in this prompt. At this point, one thing should be clear. There isn't a single AI video tool that outshines the others. They all are great at what they do, but the biggest problem we still haven't solved is the large amount of, and as you can see, some of them are pretty decent, but if you scroll through, you'll notice a lot of clips are basically the same thing, just slightly trimmed differently. That kind of kills the whole point of generating a lot of different options. On the plus side though, I actually find Submagic's rating system to be more accurate than Veed's. It feels more real in terms of how it judges the clips. So yeah, I put Submagic at a 4 out of 5. It's better than the others in terms of accuracy.
Come on, Opus!
Variety, but it's still
Come
a bit
on,
too
Opus!
simple
Let's
and
outshine
repetitive
them all,
at
baby!
times. And finally,
Let's
take
outshine
a
them
look
all.
at Opus. If you want to generate a clip with Opus,
Come
it's really
on.
simple. On the homepage, you've
Come
already
on.
got a space to paste your YouTube.
I really hope it's good. I really hope it's good, because if it's not, it's gonna piss me off, because it has everything else. Oh, please work, baby. Please be the best one. All right, let's go.
And you don't even need to click anything, it just automatically starts generating. Once the video is done, it shows up down here. And what's great is that Opus doesn't just spit out a ton of clips randomly. It actually checks how many good clips it can realistically pull from your video
Yes,
without
sir.
filling it with duplicates.
Yes,
That's a big
sir.
plus. Once you've got your clips, you can enter your workflow and easily switch between them. And then there's the viral score. This isn't just a random metric, it's based on actual performance data from other videos through their analytics tool. So it's way more trustworthy than what we saw in Veed. Now let's take a look at some of the top
That
rated
is
clips.
right.
First,
Come
number
on.
2.
My sweet, sweet Opus. My sweet Opus, you have not let me down, Opus.
We'll do professional video promotion in the USA. So where the other one was supposed to be worldwide, we'll find out soon. This one is just based in the US. This one is alright, now it's time to spend some more money. So this one right there is gonna cost us 90 euros. I will do super fast organic YouTube promotion to go viral. Last time I swiped my credit card on Fiverr, this happened. So this time I'm thinking of buying some promotions on Fiverr to go YouTube viral and get rich. I'm gonna take the videos that I received last time, upload them to my
And yeah, even just in terms of hooks, Opus is a lot better at grabbing those quick moments that can actually go viral. Another bonus is that you can instantly download and edit your clips, or even post them automatically to your platform of choice. You can also schedule posts with one click, which is huge. So when it comes down to Opus, simply because of the extra features like the trending topics and the more accurate scoring, and just because the clips themselves came out way better, I've got to give this one a 5 out of 5.
That's
so,
right.
To summarize, we have Captions scoring a 3, Veed also got a 3, Submagic came in at 4, and Opus Clip is at 5. And once again, as you can see, Opus Clip is taking this category, because it's just...
Mind you, the only thing that any of the other ones have over Opus at this point was the Super Magic or whatever it was. Sorry, I am obviously partial. Yes, Sub Magic. It is Sub Magic. It's not Magic. It's subpar. It's Sub Magic. Anyways, that's the only one, and it's ease of use. And we all saw what was happening. The ease of use for Opus was pretty kick-ass. It really wasn't. In my opinion, it was just as good as Sub Magic. So I don't know exactly what it I mean, it looked better than all of them in my opinion. All right, let's skip back a second forward. All right, here we go.
user experience. Finally, let's talk about the price of each tool,
This is
starting off with
important.
Captions.
This
Now,
is
Captions
important.
does offer a cheap subscription at first. The lowest option is $10 a month, but honestly, you don't really get much with it. pretty much the only thing you get is access to viral caption styles, and I don't think that's worth paying just for that. So realistically, you almost have to jump up to their max subscription at $25 a month. But as we saw, this tool isn't really built around editing in the first place, so the pricing feels off compared to what you're actually getting. So for the price, I'd give Captions a 2 out of 5. It's just asking too much for features that don't really deliver.
I have a feeling, I think that a lot of them are doing that. I think they're like, yeah, we do AI. Pay us all your money. Give us all your money, you know? But they aren't actually offering that much. Because that was what I gathered yesterday whenever I went through the different websites, was that, like, they're just charging a lot of money. Like, if you wanted to do a video, I did the breakdown. If you want to edit, like if I wanted to edit every single day of my live streams, right, into videos, just short form videos, then it would cost $300 a month pretty much for me to do that in Opus. That's the best one. So, and that's worth it. I mean, after watching this and everything, like, that's definitely worth it. But it's not worth it to pay $300 if you're just getting boo, you know? Because, I mean, a video editor costs quite a bit. So $300 versus paying a video editor there's quite a bit of a difference. Oh, shit. Play.
Or that we are after. Next up is Veed. Here, you've basically got 2 subscriptions. The light plan is $20 a month with no extra credits. You do get rid of the watermark and get more flexibility with upload size, which is almost required if you actually want to use the tool properly. But honestly, for most people, you'd end up needing to upgrade to the Pro plan anyway. That's around $50 a month, and that's where you get better export resolution, more languages for captions, and access to the AI clips feature. So yeah, it does give you more, but you're paying quite a lot for it. For me, Veed also comes in at a 2 out of 5 on pricing. It's just a little too steep for what you actually need to make the most out of it. Now, Submagic is a little bit better with pricing. Their starter plan is $19, and with that, you get no watermark, API integrations, trimming, and the Magic Clips we tested. But here's the catch. The Magic Clips add-on is another $19 on top. So once you include that, you're looking at about $38 a month. Because Submagic gave us better quality clips than the other 2 tools and a pretty decent AI editing, I'd say it's closer to being worth it, but it's still a bit pricey for what you're getting overall. So I give Submagic a 3.5 out of 5 on pricing. And finally, let's look at Opus. This one actually surprised me with the price. The starter plan at $15 is already solid, and I think for most people, that would be more than enough. But if you...
Alright, the only reason I don't agree with him saying that will be enough is that 150 credits isn't shit. Like, if you're trying to edit, like, live streams, podcasts, any of that stuff, you can make it edit in different styles, right? Like, for the AI. Yeah, I think you can... It seems like you can... Whenever you input it, I do know that it asks you, like, what are you editing? So, yeah, you can kind of, like, control, like, if it's a music video or something like that, which I don't know if it'd be good at that. It might not be good at editing something like that. It might only be good at editing, like, content, which is different. I think it's more simplistic and kind of straightforward and much more algorithmic, honestly. Like, YouTube content and, like, this type of short-form content, like the Alex Hormozi or, like, business... finance or what all that, like, you know, or info, whatever. That content is definitely way less artsy than, like, the videographer guys, the music people like myself, the fashion people. Like, it's definitely much more, like, robotic. So obviously the AI is definitely better at that. So I'm curious. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm curious to see how that'll shake out and if it'll get better at the other more artistic things or if it's maybe even decent. I'm going to try it out. I'm not doing it this month, probably, maybe. But I definitely want to do it. I definitely want to do it. But as I said, 150 credits, that's only going to get you, like, one. For me, it's going to give me one video for one day. Like, that's not gonna shake it, you know.
If you do want to upgrade, the Pro plan is $29, which is basically the same price that most of these other tools charge for their starter plan. With Pro, you get about 300 minutes of video each month, which is plenty. And if you need more...
300 minutes of video... Wait, hold up. If it's 300 minutes of produced video... I can see how that's worth it, or how it's like, that's like super competitive, because 300 minutes of edited video for that $30 is killer. That's absolutely killer. But if it's 300 minutes of imported video, like for something like me, that's not doing the work. Or people that podcast, like most of the people that are like gonna use a tool like this are long form people that are chopping their stuff into all the short form stuff, or short form content, I should say. So anyways, let's keep going.
You can just double the plan with extra credits. So it's flexible, and you're not forced into overpaying for features you don't use.
That
so
is
for
nice.
pricing, Opus Clip is easily one of the best options. Not only does it give you the best results, but it also gives you the best deal. For me, that's a 4.5 out of 5. So now let's actually take a look at the results. And when you put all of this side by side, it's pretty clear that Opus just comes out on top. No matter what we tested, it didn't just win by a little, it clearly came out on top. And the reason knowing what tool to use matters so much is because right now, content is everything. And the people who are winning are the ones who can put out more content faster without burning out or getting stuck waiting for an editor to turn things around. Imagine you've got someone editing the old way, manually cutting clips, fixing captions, syncing audio, and they might give you a couple of videos in a week. But with Opus, you could have 20 videos done in minutes. You have 20 pieces of content scheduled and ready to hit different platforms, filtered by what's trending and sorted by quality, while that other guy is still waiting for his editor to export the first draft. That's the difference between missing out on more views and revenue and actually keeping up with the pace of how fast things move online right now. And that's why Opus isn't just another editor. It's not just about saving time. With Opus, you can post way...
I guarantee you this man's background and everything is AI. I promise. It looks like it is. It just looks like everything about what this homie's doing is AI, which is fun. He's put together quite an informative video. Maybe it's not. I'm not trying to talk shit. I think he's doing great. I appreciate his video. I'm making an observation that has a little bit of criticism in it, so I'm sorry.
more content, a lot faster, without paying editors or spending hours stuck in software. That means more videos, more reach, and quicker growth. So if you're ready to start creating at that level, click the link in the description and get started with Opus Clip today. With that, I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, he definitely has his, he got a little brand deal. He got a little, what is that called? 230.
I've tried more than 5.
Hey, let's calm down, big guy. 500 AI tools. All right, we'll have to watch this one tomorrow. So Opus is the winner. When I get started, I'm using Opus. I think he is AI. Yeah, bro, exactly. He is. He's AI's like one of AI's little sons. All right, yeah, because this guy's background looks legit because he has his microphone and he has like his big map. I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's all fake. I like the shadowing on him though. He looks more real because I know he's real because I've watched some of his videos. So the AI versus Oscar-winning actor, same scene. Oh shit, that's rough. Dude, this dude, Italian Batch, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Dog is funny. He is a funny man. I like his videos. They're very good. G's Rise. Alright, we're out of here. So that's that. Coolio. Dude, so since yesterday, I did not go down the route of making this a remix. I said, fuck that. So this is where we're at currently. Let's give it a listen. It's a little bit hard to listen to at this point because it's not, the transitions are bad. But just give it a listen. Let me know what you think.
Sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, getting out no repair. All days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's why. We can't live in fear. chasing our future. Arms wide open.
Alright. Anyways, that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now. I restructured it, added the ARP, changed a few automations. Nothing too crazy. So I definitely like the flow of it more. I feel like it sounds a little bit more modern. It sounds better than it did, at least the structure-wise and stuff. I do like how this one comes in. I took out the end of these vocals right here because I felt like it was just too echoey. Whereas like...
In our future, arms wide open.
I took it out, but I think it needs to be in there, but I think it needs to be like less. So maybe like...
Chasing our future, arms wide.
It's hard. It's hard to like kind of get that balance on that because this is like printed vocals. You know what I mean? It's like, anyways.
Chasing our future, arms wide open.
It could like drop off right there and then be like, and I could change the volume of the piano to be a little bit more loud.
Chasing our future, arms wide open. Oh, keep going, baby, even when we're broken. 'Cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, that's why, my love, we can't live in fear. So let's try a little when the money's low. Let's dance.
Alright, so my other intuition was like the verse needs to have some sort of bass in it. But maybe this section needs to have the bass in it, you know? Maybe this just needs to have a little... Let's just do this. Let's go. Go up here. I don't think it needs anything crazy. Whoa. Wow, the bass notes are all the same? Is that really what the bass notes are doing?
So let's try a little when the money's low. Let's dance in thunderstorm.
That's crazy. I did not realize that those chords had the... Is that really what the chords are? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? That's crazy. What's this? What does this bass line look like? Alright, it goes A sharp, D, F, A. Alright, let's go. Let's try that. Let's see what this one is. Wow. Yeah, A sharp.
So let's try a little when the money's low. Let's dance. So let's try a little when the money's low.
What? Didn't it? Wasn't this D? It was D. Oh, not D sharp. Uh-oh. That's why it sounded bad. Alright, then it goes to F, and then it goes to A. Alright.
So let's try a little when the money's low. Let's dance in thunderstorm. Cliff dive to the waters below. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it.
Alright. See, the reason why I don't think that is as good is because if this is here, then it kind of like ruins the vibe of whenever the bass does come in. So I think that it being...
Sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, wind in your hair. Sun in our eyes, wind.
Let me turn this on warp. Let me pull that like that. I think that, like that.
Sound in our eyes. Wind in our eyes.
That is tough. That is tough. That is tough. That's tough right there. All right. Sounds like ass.
Sound in our eyes. Wind in your hair.
Alright, let me do this.
Sound in our eyes. Wind in your hair. Watching the waves wash by. Getting high on the repair. All the days go by. I will disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's travel.
Alright, so that does sound better with the bass going right there. Let's oh, there used to be ambient white noise number 1 right here. Alright, let's go in here and type in white and sample packs, white noise, ambient noise, white 1.
We can't live
Alright, this is
We can't live in fear. So let's
alright, that's great. Alright, let's duplicate it and then reverse it. Wait, I like the
We can't live in fear. So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance it.
let's do the whole thing, son, and then let's put a bigger thing on it. Let's dial this volume down to a -7.
Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's travel.
That's okay, but there's definitely way better risers, so we're gonna find a better one. Alright. Let's find a medium one. I think this one's gonna be nice. Let's try this one. Alright, so right there, pretty much.
So let's try. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear.
Let's take off the warp mode, because that's never good for those. That is one thing. That is never good. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, we're working on it. Alright, so warp mode on the white noise stuff, not the best.
All the days go by. I will disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance.
Honestly, I just hate the fucking kick drum. I hate the kick drum. I think I'm just gonna take the kick drum out until right here. And then just go even more aggressive, like. And do a filter sweep on it and make it like.
Good luck, good luck, good luck. Cause life's more fun when you live it.
It definitely needs like a filter on it.
Cause life's more fun when you live it.
Let's start out like let's put this down here. Let's put this like right there. Let's go all the way up and then down. Oop.
Cause life's more fun. Cause life's more.
Alright, this needs to change to like this one.
Cause life's more fun when you live.
Alright, maybe we'll just do a more regular one like that. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see about that. Alright, let's take that shit off because it does not need to be there. Because I wanted this to just like.
Oh, that's wild, my lord. We can live in fear. So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below. Cause life's more fun when you live in.
This is doing nothing. I don't know what that's supposed to be doing. That's doing nothing.
When you live it's more fun when you live cause life's more fun when you live
Alright. I think that's gonna be a little bit better. Maybe this one does need to come down a tiny bit though. That doesn't need to be quite that loud. Maybe it does. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Alright, I'm getting closer to like what I wanted, but it's still not exactly what I wanted. Alright, let's unmute this, but I'm just gonna take that and just go bam, bam, bam. Delete, wait, oh shit. Cut this. Boom, boom. And then come over here and go like.
cliff down to the waters below. Cause life's
I think if I go in here and I just edit these to be like that, then this will take care of it, but like change the kind of like direction of that to be more like that. Maybe like that, yeah.
cliff down to the waters below. Cause life's more.
And then bring it down all the way. I don't know. Let's listen through it again. I do like that is what I wanted though. Right here is how it like kind of pulls up and then drops down to nothing. I was definitely way closer to the ambiance I was looking for.
So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below. Cause life's more fun when you live
Not exactly what we're looking for. I don't know what the fuck's happening with these bongos and shit. What was I doing? What was happening in my head where I was like, yeah, that's the sound that we're going for. I like the idea, I guess, but that's not right. Alright, let's get. I hate the sound. I just don't like the rhythm. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad, pretty bad. Let's see the tambourine. What's happening with this? The tambourine, honestly, you don't really hear much of it. It's just kind of... It's kind of hanging out. It doesn't. You don't really hear much. It kind of just sounds nice. It's just in there. It hangs out. It sounds pretty. Sounds good. The little metal clicker, the sword. What's happening with the sword? I mean, I don't know, man. It's getting gone. That's where it's going. I don't give a fuck about it. What is this? The water drop? Does this need to be in here? If it's not, if it can't sit at the top of the mix, I don't give a shit.
So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunders. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm. Cliff down to.
I could see this being the.
So let's try. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm. So let's try when the money's low. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm.
Alright, what is this sound? Is this the tambourine too?
So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below.
Maybe. We'll see about that. Well, maybe that works. What the fuck is this thing? Let's see. Let's turn this on.
So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in the thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below. 'Cause
That's not too bad. Let's just like change the volume, add a little bit of that, and then like just bring it forward a tad bit, drop this out, bring it back a tad bit, maybe drop that down a little bit, raise the volume a little bit, drop this down a little bit, add a little bit of that, pop the back off of that, push it back a little bit, push it back a little bit, drop the volume or push the volume so that it's like a.
'Cause life's more.
Let's pull that forward. Let's drop the volume of this. And then let's kind of like build it up. So this one will be a little bit lighter. That'll be like right there. That'll be right there. That'll be right there.
'Cause life's more fun. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it.
Oh, we got the big uplifter. Boom, baby. baby. Here it is. Probably can push it all back. I'm thinking pushing everything back to like right there.
So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance in thunderstorm. Cliff down to what's below. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it.
Hold up. Let's give it a little test run. Let's give it from halfway through the verse.
Things go by.
Actually, one more thing before we do that. Let's do a little something. Let's go up here. So we're keeping all this. Apparently, we're keeping that. I don't know what's happening with this thing. Is this even in here?
Cause life's more fun when you live it. Cause life's more fun when you live it. Cause life's more fun when you live it.
Hold up. Let's just calm down. Let's just calm the fuck down. What is making that noise? That's not the tambourine. Is that this guy?
When the money's low, let's dance it.
Is that? Oh gosh, bro. I've came so far. I've came so far since this. Holy cow. Nah. Nah. That is wretched. Nah, not here. It can happen somewhere, but not here, baby. That is wild activities. All right, let's just mute that. Let's just chill with the fucking shaker. That doesn't need to be there either. Maybe that. I think that's. Yeah, bring it down a little bit. Kind of gives it a little texture. Probably have to add a little bit of the natural reverb on there. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Alright, but I don't know about some of the... Good thing that we're going through this, because I was just going to like not touch the percussion and just kind of like let it be quiet in the background, but that's not an option. Because there's stuff in here, you know what I mean? There's stuff in here. There's things that are valuable, but some of it is just not valuable. Alright, nice little trick for everybody is you just close the group whenever you want to copy and paste something. And then it puts everything in a nice little needy pouch. Alright, getting rid of that. We're getting rid of this kick drum right here. Not a big fan of that. I don't even know about that shit. Let's get rid of that. And then I don't think that I'm going to do that like pre-build up again. I think I'm just going to go straight into the drop. So we're just going to delete that. And then we'll take the whole thing. Delete that. And then just kind of just take that, copy, and paste. And then that's that for there. All right. We're making headway. I think the intro needs to be longer. I think the intro needs to have a cool drum groove. I think it needs to like come in. I think there needs to be something kind of cool happening in the beginning, and then we'll bring it in. So what would that probably be like that, and then I'd have to add, insert like a little thing. Wait, chill, brother. Hey, chill, brother. Hey, chill, brother. All right. And then put that all the way over here, and then we'll put the first verse, and then the bell, and then the drop, and then the. All right, and then I'm gonna copy and paste like this section. Wait, hold up. Verse number 2, transition. Drop number 2, pause, build. All right, and then we'll do like some sort of, the outro just be like, I'll just say done, and done is when the reverb ends, so. Right there, okay. And then we're gonna copy this and then delete that and then copy and paste that percussion there. All right, and then we're gonna have to add some percussion because I'm like not super like enthralled by it all. Copy this. I'm thinking take this section. I think I just want to take these chords. Yeah, that'll work. And then take just that and try this. Happening. Alright, let's just. This is one of the first songs. This is like close to one of the first good songs I ever made. I guess good is relative, but in my opinion, it's good. I guess. Yeah. I think it's great. I love this song. I need to make the front flow some more, but I'm gonna use the bathroom right quick. So gotta piss. Let's see, it's 10:34. I said I was gonna work on this till it's like till about right now, so I might actually hop off. Fuck. I wanted to make it further than this, but we did make some headway for sure. All right, let's play. I'm gonna pause my mic, but I'm gonna be back in a second.
Sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, getting out no repair. Days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's travel even when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff down to the waters below. Cause life's more fun when you live Cause life's more fun when you live sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, get out of repair. When days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's why, my love, we can't live in fear. So let's try even when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff guys who was little. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. 'Cause life's more. 'Cause life's more fun when you live it. 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 sun in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, getting out no repair. Oh, the days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's travel when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Lift out to the world's little. 'Cause life's more fun when you live life's more fun when you live Yellow baby boo. Life's more fun when you live Cause life's more fun when you live unforgettable. Sound in our eyes, wind in your hair, watching the waves wash by, getting high on the repair. Other days go by, I would disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live in fear. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff down to the hospital. 'Cause life's more fun when you live life's more fun when you live Cause life's more fun when you live Cause life's more fun when you live chasing our future. Arms wide open. Oh, keep going, baby. Even when we're broken. 'Cause days go by, how we disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live here. So let's try when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Cliff down to the hospital. 'Cause life's more fun when you live chasing our future. Arms wide open. Oh, keep going, baby. Even when we're broken. 'Cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, that's why, my lord, we can't live here. So let's try when the money's Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good, 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 good. So let's shout when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Lift up to what's below. 'Cause life's more. Chasing our future, arms wide open. Oh, keep going, baby. Even when we're broken, 'cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, I swear, my love, we can live in fear. So let's shout when the money's low. Let's dance in a thunderstorm. Lift up to what's below. Chasing our future, arms wide open. Oh, keep going, baby. Even when we're broken, 'cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, I swear, my love, we can live in fear. So let's shout. Chasing our future, arms wide open. Oh, we'll keep going, baby. Even when we're broken, 'cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, that's why, my love, we can't live in fear. So let's shout when the money's low. Let's dance in. Chasing our future, arms wide open. Oh, we'll keep going, baby. Even when we're broken, 'cause days go by, how they disappear. Oh, that's why, my love, we can't live in fear. chasing our future. Arms wide open, future. Future. Cause life's more fun when you live it. Chasing our future, 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 future.